Despite pleading innocence, the images of Dominique Strauss-Kahn in handcuffs was unbecoming of the leader of the global banking institution. Guilty or not, many, including U.S. Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner, says the damage has already been done.
Of course, I can't comment on the case, but he's obviously not in a position to run the IMF.
The race to find a successor is underway, but political analyst Daniel Gross says finding a leader that can satisfy all of the IMF's 185 member countries will not be easy.
Everybody in the world will, of course, be competing now, but we have to realize that the emerging countries also have widely different interests. Think about China versus India versus Brazil. So it will be very difficult to find somebody who serves the political interests of any one group.
Since its founding, the top job at the IMF has traditionally been filled by a European, but there is growing opposition to that arrangement. Beijing insists the IMF's future leader should reflect the growing cloud of developing nations. And the list of potential candidates is long. They include Zhu Min, Deputy Governor of the People's Bank of China, Augustin Carstens, Mexico's central bank governor, and South Africa's former finance chief, Trevor Manuel. But Owen Barter, the Center for Global Development, sees difficulty for non-European candidates.
It'll be easier for Europe to come up with a single candidate who they want to nominate than it will be for the emerging markets to get an agreement. They don't necessarily have the mechanisms and the history of nominating a single candidate. So the danger is that Europeans, because they're used to doing this, will find someone very quickly and try and push them forward as a fait accompli.
Early European favorites include Axel Weber, the former president of Germany's Bundesbank, and French Finance Minister Christine Lagarde. Right now, economist Jacob Kirkgaard says the frontrunner status belongs to Lagarde.
Because one, she's a very skillful policymaker. She's got a lot of experience, both in Europe, obviously, but also at the G20 level. And she has the, for better or for worse, advantage. She would represent a new face to the IMF and international organizations because she would be the first woman to run such an organization.
Ultimately, all sides agree the choice must be based on merit.
It could be a European, it could be someone from an emerging market, or even an American. The point again being that you should really focus on the fact that you need a credible, well-respected policy heavyweight.
Together, the United States and European nations hold more than 50% of the voting power at the IMF. The U.S. has yet to take a position on who can best fill the vacuum left behind by Strauss-Kahn's stunning departure. Arcega, VOA News.
Mike's on.